One line down, one line up. Written by Duckshow Studios. The thin controller stood outside the shed.
Attention, everyone. You are all very useful engines. Yes, we are, sir,
said Peter Sam.
Aye, but our track isn't, complained Sir Handel. I heard that a lot of it got flooded. Yes, Sir Handel, it did, said the thin controller. And that is why I am going and rushing ahead by opening the stretch of line that got blown up by that silly miner.
Oh, about time, said Skarloey.
Indeed, said Renheas. Oh, I would have opened it ages ago, but that is great, sir, said Sir Handel. That is great, sir.
Absolutely stupendous, said Skarloey.
Yes, indeed, absolutely perfect, said Peter Sam. Yes, Sir Handel and Peter Sam, you shall pull your trains as normal. Skarloey and Renheas, you will take workers to and from the site, while Rusty and Mr. Hugh will lead the project.
This was greeted with whistles of happiness. Mr. Hugh and Rusty went to scout out the location. I don't know, Rusty, said Mr. Hugh.
Oh, I don't know either, said Rusty. It looks like the track is all wrecked. We'll need all new rails.
And oh darn, said Mr. Hugh, there's a crater. A crater had to be filled up with gravel and then dirt on top. The engines got to work. Rusty would take dirt to fill the crater and gravel first. He arrived first. While Skarloey and Renheas would take the workers. They came into the station in style. Many workers waited. Hello, everyone. Right, I'm ready to fill it in a hole, said one, swinging his shovel.
Oi, don't hit me with that,
said another. They all climbed on board. Well, we're off then, said Skarloey. They arrived at the site. The workers got off and took the gravel from Rusty's truck and put it in. The next day they put the dirt in. But then it was time to lay the iron rails. Rusty was already going with a flatbed of iron rails. And the workers were already at the station awaiting their train. Renheas and Skarloey puffed in. They were talking as they puffed along. You see, Skarloey, said Renheas. The crater is full. It's full now. So that means it's time to lay the rails. It's about time that track was open. I know, it's been closed for so long. All because some silly miner left his fuse in the hot sun right near the tracks, and then kablam. And then I had to take all the workers in my empty trucks, said Renheas. The workers came on board. And at last, the train departed. The train puffed all the way to the site. And at last the workers got out. It was a big job.
I don't know how long this will take.
This will not just take one day, said Skarloey. The workers came out and started laying the rails. They worked hard.
How close are we to being finished? Said Skarloey, who was facing backwards.
Not very, said Rusty. It took them many days of doing the same thing every day. Renheas and Skarloey would pull the workers in their train and take them to the site. And every day the workers would get to work at the site until it was finished. The workers had got back on their coaches, and the two very old engines led the way. New rails seemed good, and they were.